Hey, hello once again, this Ben here with Studio on the Lake. This is kind of an interesting little deal coming up here. This is that thing that's been going on with Jordy and them. Here's Mr. RJ. We finished him up, did a little paint on him. I'll show you how I did that. Put some 10 fins on it. I've taken a look at Rob's, and Rob's is looking nice. Gonna be a beautiful thing. Kind of wish I'd carved the face straight. And Jordy's got one going. He's going to put it on there too. Hey, this started a long time ago. Here's a fish that I've got stuck on a shelf here. Back in the days when I had a carving shop up in West Point, New York, across the way at Cold Springs. Someday I'll throw some pictures in there. But this was done for the shop, is one we kept. You can see the end of his fin is broke there. But he does have 10 fins in all. Well, 10 or mild steel. I'll show you. Here's another one of those. You can see that it's been sitting on the shelf or in a box in the back of the studio for several years now. This was probably carved 15, 20 years ago. Kind of an argyle fish. So fish are not something that's new. Although putting a spirit face on them is. Hey, this has all been good fun. You should check out Carving Fusion. Jordy started all this stuff, him and Rob. Just Carve Rob. They had a thing going, and I jumped in the middle, and it's gone crazy from there. But good fun in times like this. Hey, here's one that never got much further than a little paint on there. The important thing is look at the fins on that were metal once again, and I just put what the heck did I put on there? I put some shellac on there to make them. Here's a piece of copper. I use this in some of the clockwork and repair stuff, so it's a little bit pricey, so I'm not going to use the copper, although it could. Might use it on some fins or something, but this other piece is just a piece of mild steel. I don't know the gauge. Fairly small. You can bend it, but it does hold its shape. So what you need is a pair of 10 snips. Cut that out. You might want to sand the edges, and a smart person would work with gloves on this. I'm not smart. I pull the guards off of things and really don't like gloves. So there's the top fin that's going to go on there. You'll see I'll carve and recess that in. Put it in with some 5-minute epoxy and a little bit of wood putty to fill it in. So there's the side fin. I will make 2 of those to stick on there, and they turn out pretty good. And later on in the video I'll show you some fishing lures that were made with fins like this. Various different things. I used to make some peacocks that were carved but have a big old 10 head on the back of it. It's just like auto body work. When you're shaping metal, you can do the same thing with these. All you really need is a block of wood, a couple hammers, and you can get any shape you want out of this by stretching and shrinking if you know anything about body work. I've got a bunch of old cars I mess around with. We end up making panels and various different things on those. And that's all done with a dolly and a hammer, like in the old days. So there's a fin that's going to go on the front, and then there's a fin that goes up on the top there. And like I said, there'll be 2 fins up on the front. And I'll finish carving on. I'm just going to do the one side. So now I'm taking a little ball peen hammer here on my handy stump, and I'm just going to put a concave in one side. Basic metal work, hammer work. You can make this as smooth as you want. It tends to read better with the bumps on there. This stuff looks pretty cool with just a coat of dark shellac or amber shellac on it. Gives it kind of a golden. You can see that's rounded out versus the one that's has not been hammered. And this takes all of a minute to do. So it gives it a little contour shape coming in the back. I will put some hammer marks in the top one so it doesn't look quite like a piece of steel that somebody cut out, or a tin can. I guess you could use a tin can if you didn't have any steel laying around. So hard to see what's going on here, but I got a little cutoff wheel, and I'm just cutting a groove down the back, and I'll do the same thing on the front. And then this just kind of sticks in there, all of its own free will, and then it'll get held with a little bit of glue. There's the 2 of them going together prior to finishing the carving. Now they're stuck in there with a little bit of epoxy just to fill the gap and do a transition. I took some epoxy wood putty, the same stuff I set the eyes with, and ran it down both sides. Then I'll come back with a knife as soon as that's hardened just a little bit and put the shapes in. If you let this stuff harden, you can come back with the carving tools and finish that off. Yeah, here's the knife. I'm just putting the grooves in. Save myself a little bit of work later on. And there you have it. The fin's in, ready to go. And one thing you're not going to see is painting. Hey, here's a pillow. When you're sitting in a chair, make sure your chair rocks back and forth. Make sure you got a TV, and stick a pillow under your arm. Get comfortable and carve. Ha, Jordy, so there. Hey, here's what that stuff looks like. You can see the lower right-hand corner of that. I don't remember what these were. I think they were a pair of pig wings, but they came out. Now, here's what we're talking about, how you can use this stuff, the fins, and put them in. That blade on the front is nothing but a piece of plastic. This is a lure that I carved. It's got fishing line on it. I did play around with it. The problem with these things, messing around with them, is they got hooks on them, and there's a whole stack of them. That one does a real nice job of catching pike. They love anything red right here off the dock. Great fun. Here's a little popper. He acts kind of crazy. His fins are set down in. These are the same thing. Sheet metal, put into epoxy. One of these days I'll show you. This has got glitter, epoxy, the whole 9 yards. I have a little rig outfit that turns these things around and around. You can put 6 or 8 of them on there. Here's one that I didn't make, but I fully intend to duplicate. I have done some frog lures in the past, but here's one with an egg, a wooden egg, and then the diving lip to replicate a frog. Good stuff. We will do some fishing lures here in the future and show you those. Obviously, those bowling pin legs are turned. But this is something you could do with your carving. And hey, Rob, and hey, Jordy, that cedar will work for that. Hey, here's this guy. I didn't go ahead and show you the painting. It just is a pain in the ass to follow the painting. This is probably 4 or 5 hours worth of painting. And kind of made the guy stand out. You can see his hair to the side. I do wish I had turned him to the front. His name is RJ Round Jordy. What do you think of that, Jordy? RJ. I think that's kind of funny. Oh, well, what the hell. It's all in good fun. So there you have it. That's about as much as I plan on doing on this guy. It was a lot of fun to carve. I don't know if you keep this or not. Sometimes you got to sell them, give them away, what have you. I don't know what will happen to this one. Jordy's got some ideas. Turn these 3 into a contest. I like what both those guys are doing. It's all in great fun. So subscribe to their channel, Fusion Carving, Just Carve Rob, and by all means subscribe to my channel to see some more of this stuff. Hey, thanks a lot. This has been Ben with Studio on the Lake.